look after myself, you know. And I've had enough of this rabble. Come on!
As the chaos spread, the star seemed doomed to unravel, and yet... there were those who stood in defiance of that fate.
The hour is come, creature. It's all or nothing.
Will our hero deign to play their part?
You took your time. 'Tis as we feared. The respite afforded this land was but fleeting. The end draweth nigh.
Keep its counsel while the world is lost to ruin.
It would. Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
Do as you must, then. That we scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
All right. Hello. The theme song is still so good. Are you? Don't come over here causing ruckus. Hold on a sec. I just got Papa settled and everything. Hold on. He thought I was gonna leave, so he got up. Hold on. Hey, Nas. Welcome in.
What it do, baby?
How are you? All right. So, more Panda today. Let's see here. We're on the 4th circle. Chillin'? Are you chillin', or are you big chillin'? I'm doing okay. Still not really feeling great, but, you know, we press on. I think I took my medication too close to each other last night. Because it's like the second I woke up, I didn't wake up because I was like feeling terrible. It was when I woke up around 6, I think. And then I immediately was feeling very sick. Alright, so Preble gave me this guide for the relic weapon. I've never gotten one because I'm too lazy to grind it. And I'm probably gonna be too lazy to grind this one, but I just want to see what it is. I mean, I was gonna do the Bozjan front anyway, but let's see. The hell is a resistance weapon? There's a character named Zotlan in this game. Nice. Okay. I'll probably do this on Reaper just to get the XP. Oh, excuse me. Oh, oops. Ba-ba-bum, ba-bum-bum. Oh, we're fighting him already? It's the homie signal. Oh, he looks cool. Oh. 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 I was not paying attention there. Damn. That could have been tragic. Is that a blanket? I was wondering why the tank was not stacking with us. Come on, up you go. Uppies. Oh my god. I didn't see this. I didn't see the spike. Oh no. I didn't see the spikes. Oh no, no, no. Oh, woo. I thought a green cross meant heals. This is fine. Oh, silly me. Oh shit, I don't have any mana. No! No! I personally would have just left me. You better than me. You a lot better than me. Okay. Ugh. Ugh. Ah! Where? Where are you? Here you go. No, 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 no. Whatever. I'll need on all of it. I don't think I need all of it. But I'm gonna need it. You okay, bye. Now, Themis, we end this here. Fools! I will not be put in chains. To think that I would fall before one such as you. Perhaps I should have treated you as more than a mere nuisance. Despite your victory, you shall never have the knowledge you seek. The secrets of my transformation, the secrets of my deception, they shall return to the star with me. You're wasting your breath, Hesperos. We have the upper hand now. Surely you can see that. Yes, yes, my repertoire is not exhausted yet, however. Although I have failed, my end shall be on my terms. Yeah, I was like, that was really early that we fought him. I didn't think, yeah, of course it's gonna, oh. I remain loyal to the very last. Come what may, I die with dignity. Oh. Well, I wasn't expecting that. How did your ambition lead you so astray, Hesperos? You were better than that. Your star shone more brightly than any other in Pandemonium. You had La Habrea's respect, his trust. What more did you seek? That you would forsake all that and sully your legacy besides. Well, all right. He became so blinded by his own desires that he lost sight of his duty. In the end, he lost everything, and his plans lie in tatters. I fail to see any dignity in that. Even so, I would have liked to know why he chose this path. Hesperus' infatuation with your father was his undoing. Perhaps he was jealous that fate had chosen you and not him to be La Habrea's son. So terrible did this jealousy become that he sought verboten power that La Habrea would have been unable to ignore. That's true, because he wasn't able to ignore me. How did a pursuit for respect warp one's heart so? How does infatuation with one person turn into contempt for everyone else? I've never heard of such a thing. Well, I don't know, but I don't know, brother. It is not as uncommon as you think. It happens, but it doesn't mean it's right. Yeah, it's not uncommon. I see. I admit I cannot but find it vexing, but perhaps that signifies not but my own capacity for bitterness. I do understand what it is to have a beacon to follow in dark times, a person you trust to guide you through. How is it? It is to desperately wish their light would fall upon you again. Does okay? So I meant to say this last night. So just a little catch up. So this is La Habrea's son. Okay, does he know? And this takes place in what Shadow Walkers? Does he know I killed his dad? Well, no, because you kill his dad in Walkers, I think. Okay, so never mind. We're good. Well, I guess in a way, I'm from the future, sir. I I hope you're not mad, but I'm literally destined to kill your father. But we have spent enough time assuming the intentions of the departed. There are the living to consider. We must find the other warders and round up the remaining creations forthwith. Of that, at least we can be certain. I believe I can be of help in that matter. The influence of Hesperus magic is fading throughout Asphodeos. Now is the perfect opportunity to seize control of the facilities and restore things back to their original state. Seize control? Can you really do that? Isn't that our goal? What? What is this presence? Eric, what lies beyond that threshold? That's the passage which connects Alphodeus to Abyssos. Why? Be on guard, you two. Now that Asphodelos is free of obstructions, I can easily sense disturbances in the lower levels. Something stirs in Abyssos. And that's the next one. A warding sigil. How? Let us return to the gates for now. I should like to appraise the situation from there. So that means Hesperos was not alone. Needless to say, our investigation is far from over. He was just the big boss for Asphodeos. I wonder how many parts of pandemonium there are. Although we have defeated Hesperos, it appears we have but scratched the surface of Pandemonium's troubles. My head is still swimming with questions, but could this mean that Hephaestus wasn't actually behind this? It is a stark possibility, yes. The root of the crisis may lie somewhere much deeper than even Abyssos. When we first encountered you, you said the memories of your escape were vague and that your senses were muddled. I believe this was more than the result of a panicked mind. You were made to feel this way by a powerful magical influence. It is possible that the same magic could have poisoned Hesperos' heart, twisting his affliction for La Habrea into a burning obsession. Then, in his altered state, he was made an offer of power he could not refuse. Let to make you an offer you can't refuse. Wait, are you suggesting that someone else turned Hephaestus into that thing? If so, it stands to reason they wouldn't stop at him. Indeed, our mysterious mastermind does not lack for subjects for his experiments. For more potential hemitholi? What word is that even? If what you're saying is true, then my colleagues, they're doomed to share the same fate as Hesperos. Yeah, probably. If they haven't come out by now, probably. Do not lose heart yet, Eric. Hesperos challenged us alone, and that tells me that the process of his creation was a long and taxing one. If he was the first Hemitheos, then the rest of the warders are likely still alive. However, much as I would like to hasten deeper into Pandemonium, the way forward is sealed off. We must focus our efforts on finding a way through. With the creation still having free reign in Asphodelos, that won't be easy. On the contrary, I yet retain control of the circles and thus can wield intermittent magic within their halls at will. The creatures will pose no threat to us. We just gotta worry about the humans. Or the just like that, there's nothing stopping us from returning order to Asphodeos? Just so, I shall require your expertise to keep the peace after the subjects have been returned to their confinement, however. You are Asphodelos' sole remaining warder, after all. Truth be told, I did not expect this investigation to become so involved. Of course, I would like to resolve matters here without resorting to outside help, but... Do you mean to send a report to La Habrea? No, he's talking about me. Tis too soon to say. Let us first find a way into Abyssos. It would be best to withhold our judgment until we have ascertained the whereabouts of the other warders and the identity of the party responsible for their disappearance. Agreed. Even so, if that means saving even a single life within Pandemonium, then I am not above asking La Habrea for help, should it come to that. Recent discoveries certainly paint Hesperos' action in a new light. The number of unknown elements in this investigation grows, and we must proceed forward with the utmost caution. To that end, Eric and I shall remain here for the time being. Much as I enjoy your company, I do not believe we shall be needing protection so long as we remain in Asphodelos. You should take this time to rest. Surely you're weary, and there may be more battles ahead of us. Themis' burden may grow heavier in your absence, but he's shown that he's more than capable to bear it. Still, I would help wheresoever I'm able. All we've achieved so far is all we've achieved so far has been thanks to you two, and I mean to repay the debt I owe. I don't know what use I can be outside of placating the creatures, but I'll find a way. Nonsense, you owe us nothing. It was thanks to your knowledge of the magics which govern this place that we were able to come this far. Elsewise, we would have likely succumbed to the hippocampus' assault. Each of us has arrived at this dire pass by separate paths, but it is only by combining our respective expertise that we will reach the end of it and see Pandemonium saved. Thank you, Themis. Hesperos' words seem to have affected me more than I realized. Together we have come this far, and together we'll reach the end. I have no doubt we will. Even so, let us allow Ysera her rest. Besides, you have someone awaiting a report on your progress, yes? I dare say your story will be much more than they ever imagined. Welcome. Back from the past, none the worse for wear, I see. So what did you find? So there's evil afoot in Pandemonium, an already ominous place, I must say. Mythic beasts and missing waters. Truly, we're fortunate to see you return to us in one piece. It appears the voice Ysera heard from the crystal spoke the truth. As for who left it behind and why, those are yet questions to be answered. Indeed, it could be someone who lived among the ancients, or it could be someone trying to avert a tragedy from the future. Much remains shrouded in mystery. Yet, ilm by ilm, we shall unveil that mystery, with the help of Ysera, of course. But by her actions was the fabric of past reshaped, yet she returns to the same present she left. Which can only mean one thing, that her intervention in Pandemonium's crisis is but one of the countless building blocks of history upon which our present has been built. Yeah, that makes sense. So, I mean, it's kind of foreshadowing. We fix whatever problem is in Pandemonium, I guess. And I'm just going, but like nobody knows how it was done. So that's why like I'm going back to figure out like the steps and stuff and what exactly happened. There's no telling what consequences would arise if we stop pursuing this matter now. Whatever plot is unraveling within Pandemonium, we must not let it reach its conclusion. If one of those creatures should escape, what ripples would carry forth to the future? They might wreak havoc upon the world of the ancients, and their despair would leave an indelible mark upon history's pages. I mean, they're gonna die anyway. That despair would only feed the terrible beast that arose during the final days. Oh, so it would make them even stronger. Oh. The first final days already had a drastic impact on the eons that followed. If the scars it left were made even deeper, then we risk losing our present entirely. Whatever the cost, our connection with the future Elpis must be preserved. I know I've asked much of you already, but can I count on you to continue your work in Pandemonium? Your tireless efforts are much appreciated. If there is aught we can do to ease your burden, you need only say the word. Speaking of which, might you return the crystal into our keeping? While we cannot accompany you to the past, perhaps something can be gained by researching it further. Excuse me. It shines just as splendidly as the day we met. We shall begin work right away, but I cannot promise any meaningful results for some time. And as matters in Elpis seem to be in a similar state, I must ask that you rest. But before that, allow me to make an introduction. As our research moves into a critical stage, I found it only suitable to recruit another assistant. Mylene is an expert in ornaments from throughout history, be they from the far-flung past or made in the most modern forges. Should you find aught of interest in your adventures, bring it here and she'll be glad to offer you her services. We know researchers in numerous fields that would love to get their hands on artifacts from bygone eras and would give you goods in return that should aid you in the trials ahead. All right, I'm assuming that's the person I exchange like stuff for gear. Furthermore, if you ever wish to peruse the records of events you have reported here, Niminji has been taking faithful and thorough notes. She is at your complete disposal. I sense that we have embarked upon something monumental, something that will dwarf all else I have accomplished in my many years of research. I can think of no greater honor nor reassurance than to have your capable assistance in this endeavor. If there is anything to be found that will contribute to your success, we shall find it. We shall not rest until we have unlocked the mysteries of this crystal, and you will be the first to know when we do. Let's do tenacity. What you got for me? think it... Oh, this is the wrong one. I think it's this one. That's 90 gear. Okay. Good to know, though. That's actually super good to know. Because if I level a character, I could just... When I get my Reaper up, I could just give her this gear. Wait, I don't see... Wait. Oh, I know why. Okay, that makes sense. For now, I think we should just put this... put the stuff in the Chocobo saddlebag for now. Okay. Nice. All right. Oh. Claudian's eyes are brimming with the excitement of discovery. I'm assuming this is when we unlock Abyssus. Abyssus. Oh my god. Ysera, I've made a breakthrough. After uncountable days and nights, I finally hearkened to the crystal's whispers, and I must say... Professor Claudian, where are your manners? While I understand all too well your enthusiasm, I must remind you that even the most academically inclined prefer a composed recounting of events. Ah, yes, of course. My apologies. Being consumed by the research for so long, I'm afraid I have forgotten how to engage in civilized conversation. Ahem. In that case, perhaps we should start from the beginning, with a crystal set adrift upon the ethereal tides, containing the memories of a party yet unknown. They cried out for deliverance from Pandemonium, where the ancients kept the volatile creatures under lock and key. You yourself witnessed the power devouring the facility from within, and that advent of a divine monstrosity wrought of mythic beast and powerful mage. Fortunately, your martial prowess and the combined magical talents of your companions, Themis and Eric, was sufficient to restore order to the circles of Asphodelos, but the greater threat remains. In the depths of Pandemonium, a presence yet stirs, its intentions and identity shrouded in mystery. That is the issue at hand, is it not? Correct. Since you returned to us, we worked tirelessly to discern the nature of the crystal. In the process, I detected an anomalous etheric signature, which I believe arose from the memory stored within. Analysis of this pattern suggested a feeling of loss or yearning, specifically the yearning to be made whole, and indeed ambient readings have revealed a faint but identical signature. This can only mean that another such crystal exists in our time. So, my friend, I must depart to search for it forthwith. By tracing the matching etheric signature to its source, I believe it will be a simple matter to find our crystal's twin. Professor, will this expedition be carried out only by us, or will Ysera grace us with her protection? I'm afraid she has more pressing matters to attend to, my dear Rousseau, namely, to seek out the secrets which lie nestled within Pandemonium, where this all began. From all that we have heard, it appears that time traversal from the Crystal Tower is not fluid. That is to say, one can travel in predetermined intervals. It would be prudent to check in on occasion in case there are any unanticipated changes. As for you, my loyal assistants, I would ask you to remain here and continue cataloging the ancient creations. You're gonna go by yourself? You can't mean. Do you intend to search for the crystal on your own? Why, yes. That would be the most efficient use of resources, wouldn't it not? In fact, I have already commissioned a ship and pilot for that very purpose. I trust you to take good care of the laboratory in my absence. I apologize for that somewhat abrupt departure. When progress is in sight, Professor Claudian tends to become blind to all else. Indeed, and he has been worse than usual. While I cannot fault him for his excitement, I do wish he would spare a thought for those around him. For reasons unknown, the crystal seems loath to be overheard. Much as it spoke only to you last time, none but the professor has been able to capture its ethereal yearning, which has served only to convince him that he can solve this puzzle on his own. Surely, after some time alone, he'll come to remember how valuable we are. The search for this crystal seemed to be a simple enough matter. Let him have his adventure, and upon his return, I'm certain he'll be back to his usual self. As for you, Ysera, it may be best to return to Pandemonium, as Professor Claudian suggested. Speaking of which, I did have a request of my own to make. Traveling to Pandemonium requires you to pass through Elpis, correct? There is something I would like you to investigate in my stead. While those creations confined within Pandemonium are considered to be failures, I doubt that's their whole story. Barring exceptional cases, they must have been under observation in Elpis before being co-signed to their shackles. And if we know anything about the ancients, it's that they would have kept thorough records of the results. True. Ah, brilliant! Delving into these records may shed light on creatures Ysera has yet to encounter, if your theory proves correct, that is. While there are no guarantees, it certainly beats the current strategy of rushing forward blindly with only her strength to carry the day. For your own sake, as well as ours, please unearth what information you can. Excellent. Hold on a sec, please. There's something that's going on that's, like, bothering me. Oops. Oh, it's behind my screen, isn't it? Okay, hold on. Okay, that'll work for now. Actually, let me go ahead and... Okay. Alright, hopefully that works. Hopefully that's better. Alright. Alright, we continue on. Who are you? Look great. Alright. There is sure to be an archive in Elpis simply brimming with useful information, and since every researcher worth his salt knows that knowledge is the better part of the battle, I suggest scouring every corner before returning to Pandemonium. Am I supposed... With the professor absent, there's little for us to do besides organize our papers and keep the laboratory clean. I suppose it could be worse. Oh, so what am I supposed to... Professor Claudin has asked me to write detailed records of your investigation. If you wouldn't mind staying a while, I'd ask to tell you more of your adventures in the past. Why? I was there. Adventures that started with the mysterious crystal seemingly containing a message declaring a crisis in this pandemonium, of course. Pandemonium. Of course, Professor Claudin will eventually make a report, but we are deficient on concrete facts at present. To that end, I suppose a comprehensive catalog of the beasts you encountered in Aphodeo circles would be a fine starting point. Yes, I require every gory detail, every hair-raising description, even when I died like 2 times in one battle. Niminji, I've brought the volumes you asked for, but are you quite certain we need all this just to research the crystals? Some of these, habitats of aquatic life forms and myths and folklore of the phoenix, for example, seem to have little bearing on the subject. In fact, many of these tomes seem to be related to the creatures of Pandemonium Ysera spoke of. Surely we have better things to do with our time. Ysera has already encountered and subdued them. So what use could further insight offer? On the contrary, Resinau, we would be remiss in our duty as academics not to take every opportunity to learn more of these subjects. To view the creatures of bygone times through the lens of modern science is a dream so few have the chance to achieve. Of course, I'll not deny a personal interest in the matter. As I thought. While there were enough relevant volumes for me to fulfill your request this once, if you wish to satiate your appetite for knowledge again, might you do so on your own time? Ahem. Shall we proceed? Tell me everything you remember, and please spare not a single detail. I don't easily frighten, you may be assured. We might start with your battle with this transformed warder. Eric, was it? I would also like to hear of the keyword and the nature of his metamorphosis. Good. Thank you for this priceless information. While I'm disappointed I couldn't behold your foes with my own eyes, your stories have given me more than enough to write sufficiently thorough descriptions. Oh, is she a little gore girl or gore babe? She likes gore. Perhaps we should also include basic theories concerning the growth and behavior of these creatures. It would give our little catalog some flavor, wouldn't you agree? We could start with, I have it. Aquatic life forms in our time have been observed to grow to sizes that are orders of magnitude larger than their larval forms. In fact, it may be so preposterous to posit that the hippocampus you encountered was merely the larval form of a much more massive and, dare I say, horrific entity. Now, don't look at me like I'm mad, like I'm some mad magus. Breakthroughs have been precipitated by even wilder theories than that. As a professor always says, we mustn't let logic stand in the way of brilliance. Until proven one way or the other, every hypothesis is a valid one. Ah, there is nothing quite like the ambrosia of inspiration. Are we making records or creating fairy tales? Your ideas are intriguing to me. I like her. Go on. So long as I make a note in the margins of my records indicating that a theory is unproven, we can let our imaginations run wild. Yes, I said our. You needn't be a researcher to have an idea that will leave its mark on for generations. Oh, savage. Jesus Christ. Her little fist punch. Yeah, volatiles are the best. So, what's savage? Is it like all of them at the same time? Oh, no. Okay, I see. Oh, I only get comedy tomes. Oh. Let's... Is this where I'm supposed to go? Hold on. Because I want to unlock the next... Yeah, okay. The next part of Pandemonium. You seek records of Pandemonium's creations? Master Themis has just finished perusing the very same. I should not be surprised that we both arrived at the same conclusion. Luckily, I've saved you the trouble and gleaned what information I could. Ah, so you know each other. I was dreading having to once again scour the archives, but perhaps instead I'll rest for a spell. If there's nothing else, I shall take my leave. As should we, for I have undone the warding sigil blocking the entrance to Abyssus. I came here merely to chase an idle suspicion while awaiting your return. Fortunately, while Pandemonium's protective wards continue to be assailed by our unknown foe, there have been no fluctuations so great as to make me doubt Eric's capacity to keep watch over Esfidelos while I'm away. He works diligently to master interment, that he might deliver the creations back to their cages by his own hand. I thought it best to give him time to hone his craft. And since fate has brought us both here, I would ask you to accompany me while I tend to another matter, more idle suspicions that I would like to chase down. Rest assured it shall not take long. I simply have a few questions to ask an acquaintance of mine. Come, he has agreed to meet us near the Nessus of Pandemonia. Okay, two things before we get started. Target bar be a little bit further down. Alliance list can be a little bit further up. What else? There's something, I think that was all I wanted to change. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. All right. Oh, hold on. Is that it? Hold on. I wanted to change my little adventure card. Because it's supposed to be this. I don't know why it's not this. This is cute. It's adorable. It's like something totally different. All right, let's
To
see.
show-
No. Portrait settings. Oh, you play on PlayStation. How cute. Oh. Okay, hold on. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, all right, hold on. I'm gonna listen because he just did something and I don't understand.
Show party member portraits at the start of the duty, display party member portrait notifications, and display portraits in the commendation window. I personally unchecked the notification window as I find it's redundant. You can now edit either a portrait or an adventure plate to get started. I simply just edit an adventure plate, and then when you tab over to portraits right under the adventure plate menu item, you can now import your adventure plate into that portrait.
Oh, okay, that's cute. Okay, so what'd you do? Oh no, so you came here. We're a scholar. Okay, sick. And then what did you do?
Adventure plate menu item, you can now import your adventure plate.
Import adventure plate. That's not a thing. I don't have that. Wait. Hold on. Reassign gear display set. Move down. Is it edit edit portrait. That's what I have. Oh. Oh shit. Okay. I got it. Okay. So that's boring. Plundered green. That's okay. Boring. Cafe. Boring. Legendary perp. Boring. Exceptional. Nope. Comic. That's actually kind of cool. Journal. No. Decorated. That's cute. Illuminated. Basic. I think we might go with comic. Let's see what we can do with comic. No, because it has too much going on. Common gray. Well. Oh, that's cool. Oh, there's way. Oh, those are presets. Okay, I got it. Solid gray. That's cute. Okay. That's cute. I have void on my adventure plate, but let's see if we're feeling something else. Sheet music. Okay, that's cute. Common gray. Far Eastern. Okay. Limsa Luminsa. Oh, see, that's it. Gradania. Solid white. What kind of frame do we want? Oops. Beveled. Fade to black. That's cool. Okay, so accent. No. I think we're just gonna do normal. Now we have to do pose. Oh yeah, I think you can make them move and shit. No, you can't. Yeah, what does it say? Oh yeah, I don't think I can. It's like a weird thing with that. That's cool. Expression. Can we move her? We move her a little bit. Oh, there we go. No, no. I think we're gonna do. Let's do this one. This one's cute. Oops. I wish we could like move her left to right. That would be dope. That works. I like. Wait, what do you mean? She's not moving. It says you can't save it while they're moving, but oh, do I gotta pause it? Okay. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. There we go. Is there a faster way to get here? No, we have to fly. Okay. Oh, excuse me. As I have pondered our expedition into Pandemonium, I could not help but be mystified by how strongly the warders we encountered felt for La Habrea, whether it be for good or ill. Hesperos and Eric were two sides of the same coin. The former looked to his mentor with absolute devotion, while the latter looks to his father with bald hatred. I would not expect a familiar such as you to understand this, but such extreme emotions towards a single individual are quite rare indeed. What? I know you're familiar and you probably don't know what this is. Hate is when you don't like someone else. Do you understand? That's basically how he talked to me. Naturally, I feel gratitude toward my mother and father, yet we are all equals in the larger picture of the star. This view is not unique to myself. It is more or less accepted as the way of things. So you mean to tell me in a fantasy world where these people are like, they're like ancients, right? They're referred to as ancients. And they have all this power and shit, all this knowledge. They're smart as fuck. They're really incredibly powerful. They can teleport and create worlds and shit. Even in a world like that, they're still deadbeat dads. Please. There were many other aspects of the facility's particulars I found troubling. Besides, I decided the best course of action would be to go straight to the source and pose my questions to a member of the Words of La Habrea. My apologies to have kept you waiting, Master Themis. I understand you are conducting an investigation of Pandemonium and wish to know of its origins. Indeed, in particular, I wish to know why exactly Pandemonium was built directly under Elpis. The facility is overseen by the Words of La Habrea, after all. Why keep it so close to Elpis, whose governing body has no say in its day-to-day operations? At first, I thought it to be simply a matter of convenience. Those creations which were deemed failures by the researchers of Elpis could be easily ushered into their new homes. Imagine my surprise when a trip to the archives revealed that many of the creations were sent from organizations beyond Elpis, including from the Words of La Habrea themselves. Given this, albeit limited information, I cannot but feel that the Academia Ander would have been a more fitting locale. What does Elpis have that cannot be found there? These are fitting questions and ones we have asked ourselves many times in the recent years. Alas, the nature of Pandemonium's construction does not lend itself to relocation. When it was built, circumstances weren't as they are now. As you surmised, the majority of the creations kept within Pandemonium were sent from Elpis. Yet as the years passed, interests changed. Failures in creations deemed too flawed even to submit to Elpis paradoxically drew the attention of Pandemonium's researchers. That is quite the change, and in fact, it almost runs counter to the facility's original purpose. Who is it that decides which creations will be subject of research? Master La Habrea. Such authority is reserved for the chief keyword, and he has taken it upon himself to step into that role. So if Pandemonium's resources were being misused, it would be under La Habrea's authority, correct? I mean, that makes a lot of sense. I know not what you're suggesting, but the keywords also hold some sway within the facility. Not even Master La Habrea would be free from their scrutiny. They are duty bound to report any irregularities as soon as possible. So yes, basically you're saying yes, but you're getting butthurt about it. Although I admit as of late their communication has been somewhat sporadic, we have recently received a report from one of the keywords stating that all is well within Pandemonium's halls. Really? And you are certain that a keyword sent it? Yes, of course. Our communication suffered a temporary obstruction, but I can assure you that the words did their due diligence in confirming the identity of the sender. Wait, our communication suffered a temporary obstruction? That's interesting, because we just cleared through Alphodelos, and now all of a sudden they can communicate with each other? It's interesting. Thank you. This information will be helpful to my investigation. That will be all for my prying. Then I should take my leave. While you're yet permitted to conduct your investigation freely, I must remind you that the warder's work is delicate, and it would be amiss to disturb them for longer than necessary. They really have no idea what's going on. All is well, a blatant lie, and to that we can both attest. One of the remaining keywords is most certainly in league with the party behind this. Let us hurry. I know not why our adversary sent that report, but 'tis plain that we must return to Pandemonium with haste. And it was interesting that he got a little offended when we were really asking questions. That's interesting too. All right, let's go back to Pandemonium. I cannot guess as to why this false report has arisen now, but it certainly bodes ill, as does the knowledge that our mysterious mastermind has at least one keyword to puppet. Regardless, they have tipped their hand, and we would be remiss to leave Eric at the mercy of their machinations. Let us hope no harm has befallen him. I'm not a huge fan of his back being towards the entrance. Not quite. I've traced these sigils countless times, yet still I lack the strength to maintain the spell. And now time works against me. I can no longer be victim to my own ineptitude. What? Who goes there? There's something to be admired in such single-minded effort, even if your methods leave much to be desired. You allowed this familiar to catch you unawares. Have you set your sights so high as to forget you walk upon the earth? You sure did let the familiar pull up on you like that. That's crazy. Why would you have your back to the door of the place that's like in complete chaos? I know this creature, a familiar of the Phoenix, but that monster is locked away. That is, in spite of the trouble I went in freeing it, I might add. Begrudge me for dressing you in this ill-fitting form if you must, but with control of Asphodelos wrest from my grasp, 'tis simply the best I can offer you. Hide if you will, but mark my words, I will find you and make you pay for the chaos you've sown. Now, there's no need for such hostility. A calm heart stays the course. The wisdom of La Hebrea. Ya daddy. And how would you know what wisdom he speaks? I have heard those words many times, the scolding of a tutor whose student struggled to grasp the most rudimentary lessons, seething with disgust. No. I've not told that to anyone, not even keyword Hesperos. That can only mean one thing. Damn, they got another one of the keywords? That still you insist on mocking me. Oh, it's Oh? Stop this farce, La Hebrea. At last, you move to keep up. Pity that you remain behind nevertheless. How long is it going to take us to get back to Pandemonium? Hey! We gotta save Eric! As ever you are, always fail to learn, fail to understand, fail to act. And though fate deigned to offer an escape, you remain here. You are bereft of magical prowess and common sense both. But you need not despair. Dull though you may be, you are yet indispensable to Pandemonium's great experiment. There's the affliction I remember. Tell me, did I ever once measure up to your expectations? You shall. Take pride in that and rejoice to see your wish fulfilled. What? What wish? Come, and all shall be revealed. All this rage, this hatred, is but a consequence of ignorance. Our desires align more than you know. What are you? Uninvited guests join our reunion. Seems fortune no longer favors you. Finally, like, I was like, how long is it gonna take for us to get here? We just gotta teleport. Do you think I have any interest in listening to your prattle, let alone bowing to your will? I'm no longer a child, and my faith lies with those who have earned it. So, these are the heroes who brought Hesperus low, even as power divine flowed through his veins. 'Tis plain they're worthier subjects to contend with. So, as usual, La Habrea is a suspect. What a surprise. Thank you. If you had shown up even a moment later, I shudder to think what would have become of me. There's something I must tell you. I know who's behind this. There is but one person who can hold thrall over familiar, creation, and keyword alike. Yeah, it's your daddy. We've been knew that. Eric is certain he knows the identity of Pandemonium's assailant. And so there can be but one conclusion. La Habrea was a driving force behind the chaos from the start. I mean, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense because, like, especially with Hesperios, he was like, "Oh my god, I love him. I wish he was my dad. I just want to make him proud." It's like, okay, well, that you doing all this was an attempt to make him proud, meaning that he had these intentions already, and he probably gave him that power. Or well, I think the little I said it, but yeah, he gave him the power. Only one person can give that guy power like that. There is logic to that. There are few with the wherewithal to even consider experimentation on such a scale, let alone the capacity to create demigods from man and beast, with the rest of us none the wiser. Considering the magnitude of his work with the convocation and the words, his relatively minor role as chief keyword comes under little scrutiny, even as it provides him the authority to wield dangerous magics. It may serve as a veil and mantle both. Still, I find the notion hard to accept. The misdeeds perpetrated here could not have been done by the La Habrea I know. Well, let me tell you, Themis. There's a lot you don't know. You have met him, yes? Do you think he's capable of this? Abso-fucking-lutely. He tried to kill me multiple times. All he wants is power. Yes. La Habrea is capable of far more than you know. It's still true. No, girl. We know it's La Habrea. Is he? So you believe La Habrea to be a man of few scruples if it brings his goals closer to reach? Absolutely. That alone should be enough. Let me assure you, La Habrea holds nothing so dear as his own ambition. While he may not be one to let emotion stand in the way of his mission, I cannot believe there are no depths to which he would not stoop. Yeah, you really don't know shit. Although we met but briefly, the impression he left on me stands in stark contrast to your evaluation. Though his methods are ever unorthodox, they seem guided by a firm understanding of what is just. There's one way to find out for certain. We delve deeper into Pandemonium and pull back the curtain on this mystery ourselves. A wise course. I would not deny the truth if I saw it with my own eyes, even if it were discomforting to behold. I could just tell you. Oh, okay, you gotta see for yourself. Then we must move forward with no excess of caution. La Habrea, or whomever is behind this, has likely spread their tentacles into every corner of Pandemonium. We can safely assume the other keywords won't greet us with open arms. No, they gone. Agreed. Let us make our way through Abyssos one careful step at a time. I think the only reason why he let La Habrea let Eric go is because that's his son. I shall stay by Eric's side in case our enemies think to target him again. Could I trouble you to take the vanguard? Thank you. As a precaution, I shall safeguard you with a simple spell. This will ensure that even should we become separated, my phantom warriors will come to your aid. If it does come to battle, the keyword's magic will put us at a disadvantage once again. Luckily, we have you to even the scales somewhat. I trust you shall be liberal with your weight. Liberal? I'm triggered. The fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth. I was eating some chips. Alrighty, thanks for stopping by, Nass. Night. Love you. Okay, let's see. What can we do? How much? Ooh, almost have enough for a piece. How many circles are in Oh no. Wait. Oh no. Okay, okay. So we're starting Abyssos now. Okay. All right. Let's start on something else. Where's this? Oh, this is level 70. Can you only get one? Okay. I see. Coin? I need to go to Coin? Okay. Oh, it's gonna rain again? Nice. Alright. Meow, meow, meow. I have a few quests to turn in here. Let's get some XP food going. And I guess that's the best. That's the best. Oh! Oh, I gotta switch. Okay. Excuse me. All right. Hopefully this goes well. I'm just kind of going in raw, so. We done got split up. Oh. Oh dear. What is that? Oh god, more spikes. Okay. Okay. We doing this, okay. Oh. See, this is why I don't DPS and heal. Oh, let's go quick time event. Oh, what'd that do? Is he just having a tantrum? Oh, is this... He's eating goop. Okay. I don't think I can Insuna. I'm trying, but I don't think I can. Nope. Uh-oh. What does that mean? Are we just running? Are we just running? Are we just running? Ah! Ah! Almost had it. What are we at? Like, what is this, 40%? I almost lived. Now both healers are dead. I think that... No. Yeah, both healers are dead. That's unfortunate. I mean, they might be able to get it. I think we could get it. Oh, well, I don't know. Yeah, for the raid wide damage, it's gonna be tough. The Dark Knight can probably hold it down. I don't know about the Gunbreaker. Yeah. Good try, though. That sucks. Damn, I was doing, I even got like the more complex looking mechanics down. It was like a simple run to the other side of the room that I fucked up. Ah, that's frustrating. All right. That sucks. It was a simple orange circle on the floor that I fucked up. That sucks. Thought I died. I was gonna be so upset. I might make sprint a hotkey. Nice. Okay. I think that's where I died. Oh, come on. I was gonna cuss. We did that. Honestly, I get it. I get the point. We could just skip the cutscenes now. I get it. Because your thing is so cute. I need the ring. Please give me the ring. Give me the ring, please. Just one ring. Yes! Okay. I'll be right back. Okay. So this is where research is conducted on creations imbued with poisons and venoms. Eric and I were conveyed not far from here. It seems our foe is finding it more difficult to surprise us. Fortunately for you, since they appear particularly keen to see you dispatched as quickly as possible. That's fair. Librarian knows who I am. He knows I'm a problem. Even alone, you are forced to be reckoned with. Part of me is glad you emerged victorious, that I might observe you further. Is he on intercom? That's not La Habrea. Were the circumstances different, I might thank you for keeping my son alive for this long, but I believe we can forego introductions unless I have misread you. Unless I have misread you? That's what he looks like? Because in the other games he didn't have a beard. Did he just decide after the end of days to shave and just be barefaced? And cut his hair a little bit? Well, he had his hood on, but yeah, he didn't have a beard. He's actually kind of fine. Yeah, he looks nothing like he does right now. Which is weird because we're going back in time. So that's where I'm confused. I'm all too familiar. Paragon. Am I supposed to know who you are? A charming appellation, but I'm afraid I hold no such position. No, I am La Habrea, the convocation of 14. No shit. I was being crass. I was being silly, idiot. That smells wonderful. If you truly are who you claim to be, then answer this question. That can wait. Oh, what is this? Now this is curious. The trap I wove at your feet reacts to aether, but you remain unaffected. Such thin aether, and in an unfamiliar composition besides, it is of no matter, I suppose. A more direct approach will beget the same results. Wait, he took his mama? Yeah. Hold on. Oops. Right. I would advise you to think carefully before deciding your next action. Strike me down here, and Eric's wish shall remain unfulfilled. Never again shall he meet Athena. Damn, you got his mama hostage? Damn, you a deadbeat. You keeping his mama away? You keeping her son away from her? Damn, you a deadbeat. Mother? You would dare hide behind her name? Listen well, Eric. We're of the same mind concerning your mother. You have your allies for protection, so what harm is there in hearing me out? Okay, so let the homie go. Why is the homie chained up? Eric, wait. There is a question I must needs ask first. If you truly are La Habrea, why speak such blatant lies? Bitter in defeat, are we? Say my name, when no one is around you. Oh, my pen's dying. A simple request. Themis, was it? A trifle soon forgotten, as are you. I have my answer. The La Habrea that I knew took pride in the convocation and would never suffer its denigration. You don't know him, sir. You met him once. You sully his station with this farce. Themis, what are you saying? La Habrea and I hardly saw eye to eye, but I know his voice when I hear it. Indeed, he makes a passing fine imitation in appearance and manner. However, the real La Habrea would never call me by the name Themis. Elidibus? What trouble have you gotten yourself into? Wait, Themis is Elidibus? Brother, no way. Wait, oh, never mind. Imposter. You have no right to claim that form, that mask. I was gonna say. Oh my god. Okay, so he could have kept his hood and his mask on. Whoever that is. Or is this Elidibus? Oh. So this is... Okay, so this is La Habrea? So who is... So the other guy's Elidibus? So both of them are in on it. La Habrea could have kept his damn mask and hoodie on. The mask of La Habrea, a man who values his position above all, who would murder his own wife in pursuit of duty. Jesus. I believe it, though. Yet you would assume my name and wield powers that are mine by right. Any worth, you may have hinges on that which you so despise. So who is this? Is this La Habre or is this La Habre? I'm very confused. Such trite provocations, I will not be goaded into fishing this ere my work is done. Eric, listen well. I am Hephaestus. That makes sense. Oh my god. That makes so much sense. Because they were besties. What? Wait. What? Okay. I'm a liar. I'm still confused. Because I thought Hephaestus... Okay, I thought Hephaestus was the guy that helped us kill... What's his name? I'm so... Hephaestus? But I thought this was, what's his name? The one last Asian left. I thought this was his bestie. This was the guy that helped us kill him. Alright, let me just keep reading. You know what's funny? I was gonna say, I'm your father. That makes sense because they both got red hair and red eyes. So Laha... Was Athena cheating? Athena? Was you cheating? Okay, so that's your daddy. Alright. I'm your father. Oh, you just gonna leave? That's it? Okay. What in the name of creation? Yeah, I'm just as confused as you. We would do well not to stand idle while our enemy is about. I believe an explanation is in order, Elidibus. Oh, okay, that is Elidibus. Oh. Oh, no. Wait, yeah, because he was like, oh, La Habre would never call me Themis. That's a... Oh, no. He was so nice. That's Elidibus. Okay. Wow. They were all so nice before the end of days. And then they just tried to kill everybody. So I end up killing you. And you. That's in the future. Like, I'm in the past. But in the future, I kill y'all both. And I kill Elidibus. Okay. This is wild. Let us return to safety so you may prevent. So who the fuck is doing all this shit? Oh, not me drooling. Who the fuck is doing all this shit then? Is it La Habre or is it Hephaestus? Oh, that sounds more like the La Habre I know. So Elidibus is Eric's dad. So why did Athena tell Eric that La Habre was his dad? Before we depart, however, I must offer you an apology. As La Habre said, I am Elidibus, one of the convocation and emissary of their will. So it goes, I must apologize. My name is actually Elidibus. I'm part of the 14. And I'm gonna try to kill you and all your friends later. For reasons which do not involve you, it was necessary to hide my identity while investigating this place. Still, that hardly excuses my deception. Yeah, you probably should have told me. Because, whatever your, I'm not gonna call, whatever your name is, you're still Themis to me. I'm just gonna call you Themis. Because it's just really awkward to call you Elidibus for multiple reasons. Such words are comforting, truly. I shall offer an explanation in time, but first let me assure you my choices were not born from animosity. My choices? What do you mean? Like, in the future? In any case, we have pressing matters to attend to. Let us do as La Habrea suggested and return to the gates. We can speak there. This is crazy. What is going on? Please help him. Save him. Who are we saving? All right. As you are aware by now, I am known as Elidibus. After my dear friend Azim and I detected irregularities in Pandemonium, we decided the best course of action would be to hide in my station as I conducted my investigation. I am sure La Habrea as well is eager to find out why I hid who I was, so I shall save the story for later. First, I would like to speak of you, my friend. Although neither Azim nor I had ever met you in the flesh, you came up with her highest recommendation. That alone was enough for me to accept you as an ally without question. That somewhere in... I think Azim's the one that ends up turning into Heidelin, I think. That somewhere in the world a guiding star so similar to herself was out there amused Azim to no end. There was not a shade of doubt in her heart that you would be a formidable ally. Furthermore, I have heard stories that Mistress Venat, who held the position of Azim previously, journeyed with a familiar much like yourself that made the decision to trust you all the easier. Oh, no. Venat is the one that ends up being Hylulan. She too now dons the white robes of an advisor. If she placed her absolute faith in you, I knew I would be in capable hands. Aware, though, as I was of the path you had walked, I had no interest in exposing you. I merely wanted to meet you, to travel by your side for a while. So, okay, so I know, like, the crazy part of all this is a lot of the Asians knew who I was, even though we went back in time. But, like, they didn't want to put me on blast for whatever reason. So, like, Vanan knew who I was. She knew I was more than just... She's the one that was telling everybody that I was just a familiar that she created. And then I guess Themis knew who I was. Or not, like, it's not like they exactly knew who I was, but, like... Oh, they were like, oh, that's you, Sarah. But they knew that I was the Warrior of Light or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. I may know but a small portion of your whole story, but that is enough for me to believe you would never leave me astray. I wanted to tell you that. Okay. Yeah, I'm so confused. It doesn't matter. I'll just take this one. Eric is resolutely avoiding his father's eye. That's not your... He just said that's not your daddy, though. I don't know how long it's been since we spoke, La Habrea, and truth be told, I'd hoped we never would again. But I see now that I was a fool to think I would ever escape your meddling. Just what is that thing that called himself La Habrea, and why is he the spitting image of your younger self? I find it hard to believe you're the only one. You've only just now found out such a being was wreaking havoc in Pandemonium. Did you think matters would simply sort themselves out? Okay, so Lahab... Oh! So what? But why did he call himself Hephaestus? That was just a younger version of La Habrea, which makes sense because they both have, like, bright orange hair and red eyes, but... why is he still deadbeat? I suppose you deserve at least a cursory explanation. I was well aware of the anomalies occurring within Pandemonium, including the fact that Azim and Elidibus had taken upon themselves to investigate. I saw no reason to insert myself into the situation. For a time, that was... Imagine my surprise when instead of a formal report from you and yours, I received a communication from one of the keywords stating that research and operations were proceeding as usual. While Hephaestus' deception was almost childish in its simplicity, it became plain to me that your grasp on the situation was slipping. So you knew of his existence from the beginning? I could hardly imagine that you would suffer another to masquerade as one of the convocation, not without good reason at least. As you well know, the name La Habrea is but a marker of my station. 'Tis not the name I was born with. Okay, yeah, that's right. So the dudes in the 14, they weren't born with the names that they go by. They were chosen to fulfill those roles. Hephaestus has claimed that for himself. I cannot fault him for it, as he is my other half, in a manner of speaking. He knows all that I know, my equal in every way, yet within his heart is naught but greed, envy, and desire. Oh. So the La Habrea we killed is a different La Habrea. Okay. The La Habrea we killed was the one was the younger version we just saw. All the emotions that we are loath to acknowledge within ourselves. If what you say is true, what purpose would such a being serve? He is the product of an experimentation gone awry, a reminder of the days when I was young and reckless. I thought him sealed away for good, but it seems time has a way of unearthing the shame we bury. When he spoke of my mother, he looked at you with venom in his eyes, blamed you for her death. Tell me, was he right to do so? His words were but the ramblings of a tortured mind. The hatred and despair he endures has warped his view of the world irreparably. And now that he has awakened, he must be put to rest. If he succeeds in breaching Pandemonium's protective wards, he shall invite disaster unto our star. As chief keyword of Pandemonium, it is my duty to decide the proper course of action. As such, I declare that all research shall be summarily abandoned and their facility destroyed. What? You would leave the other warders to their doom? I mean, they gone, baby. You about to say they gone. Is a choice befitting La Habrea. Do you disagree? You speak of duty, and ours is to guide our star and its inhabitants upon the correct course. It is no surprise that you would choose annihilation of Pandemonium if its existence posed even the remotest risk to our people. That's true. That's one thing that was consistent with La Habrea. Yet, as you can see by Eric's response, the decision is somewhat more nuanced than that. Azam and I grappled with this conundrum for some time, in fact. That is precisely why I chose to involve myself directly. 'Twas the only way I could truly determine the best situation. And you need not trouble yourself with that further. The chief keyword must prevent the worst from occurring, no matter the cost. Your feelings, Elidibus, are of no consequence. Have you taken even a moment to consider another path? No. You spared nary a thought for aught but yourself and your duty. You have no idea of the trials we've endured, the foes that Ysera has stood against. Ysera, is it? A being of such either I have never seen. What are you? She is the guiding star that shall lead us safely through this. Thanks to her stout arm and steadfast courage, we have subdued the mythic creations and returned them to their cells. Speaking of which, I would hear your opinion, Ysera. As outsiders, we're in a unique position to look upon circumstances with our vision unclouded by attachment. I burn it up. I burn it down. It's too soon to give up on saving others. La Habrea can't be trusted. What was that you said about being an emissary? It's between... I'm gonna go with this one. That's brilliant. Elidibus the emissary may speak on our behalf. Should he judge our approach the more sound, even La Habrea would be compelled to listen. As Elidibus, I'm duty bound to assess the matter of a position of impartiality. My opinion as Themis can carry no weight. You understand what that means, yes? I do. Even so, you've walked with us all this time, seen what we've seen. Based on that alone, I trust you'll find the best way forward. Very well. Then in my capacity as emissary, I shall state my judgment. At present, there are merits both in destroying pandemonium outright and in taking time to rescue its researchers, and neither is yet an impossible task. Therefore, I judge that the most measured choice would be to continue upon our present course. We delve into Absos, interring and emit the creations we encounter along the way. Why don't we just rescue everybody that needs to be rescued and then destroy it? You have yet to witness Ysera's might and Eric's resolve. I would ask that you see our capabilities firsthand and only then decide if our endeavor is futile. If such is the will of the emissary, then I shall obey. However, if indeed I find your strength to be lacking, I trust there will be no objections to the immediate destruction of Pandemonium. You needn't worry about that. We won't fail. You are bolder than I remember. You're even more tedious than I remember. Ysera, come find me when you're finished. Eric is understandably frustrated, but if we are to conquer Apsos, we must go forth with clear heads. Pray lend an ear to his troubles, that their weight might be lightened. Eric! Eric! You do have my gratitude, ill fit as I am to show it at the moment. Without your words to sway him, La Habrea would have carried out his plan without a second thought. When at first we realized the creations had slipped their bonds, the other keywords did all in their power to restore order. Even though they could have chosen escape, they remained to aid their allies. I'm certain not a soul among them would wish to see this facility erased from the world, and they do not deserve to be abandoned simply for carrying out their duty. And besides, Hephaestus has secrets yet untold, secrets that would be buried if Pandemonium were reduced to rubble. I mean to uncover the truth beyond his words, the truth of my mother. While La Habrea was quick to dismiss his claims, I failed to see what Hephaestus would gain by fabricating such a story. All I was told of my mother's death was that she perished in an accident. No one would say more. It was almost as if they feared saying more, in fact. Even if it was not La Habrea that dealt the final blow, we've seen with our own eyes how quickly he can condemn others to die. I only wish to know, at last, what befell her. What do you think? Does the La Habrea you know have any regard for the lives of others, or he carry out his duty with another's blood on his hands? Oh, absolutely. He was always a man who worked from the shadows. He once used my ally as a vessel for his own twisted ends. I have no idea what he might be like in his age. He kind of used my homie to try to kill us. What would possess him to do that? Even for La Habrea, such an act would be a black mark against him if it were made known. I can't imagine how much your ally suffered. Well, everybody else was dead, so he didn't really need to. He wasn't really punished for anything. But it is plain there is much to consider. Thank you. It's easy for me to get carried away by emotion when he's concerned where he's concerned. We should focus on the task at hand, proving to La Habrea that we are capable of saving Pandemonium and its keepers. The most convincing way to do that will be to regain control of Absos. Abyssos? Although I'm loath to admit, he would know more about the depths than any of us, and seeing as how we require every advantage we can afford, Sarah, would you speak to him for us? He seems to have a special interest in your capabilities and may deign to help at your suggestion, if only to see what you can do. All right. I think I'm gonna keybind sprint. What is this? 9? Hotbar 9? What is this? I don't know what this is. Is it 3? Is it 3 or is it 5? Or Oh, not targeting. I'm at hotbar. Is B? B? Okay, let's do unlock. We're gonna do sprint and EOS. Okay, let's see. Hotbar. So 1, we'll do F. Base target. No, we're good. Slot 2 will be G. Excellent. All right. Cool. Eric appears to have a deep trust in you, and Elidibus tells me you share some relation to Azim. Your unusual aether does not mark you as a familiar. It is unlike anything I have seen, even among the countless concepts I have observed. To think that I would encounter an existence I could not create by my own hand, Azim never ceases to surprise. The previous Azim was much the same. and taking the entirety of the star into consideration. She came to hold dear emotions and people that a more logical mind would have discarded. This made her act in her own self-interest more often than not. Just as you and Elidibus have conducted yourselves in this matter, the true danger of Azim's nature is its tendency to infect all those she comes into contact with. Emic Selk said much the same. That's what his name is, Emic Selk. That's what his name is. Trust that I shall do naught that would violate my duty. And yet you so frivolously invoke your authority as emissary to justify this little excursion. It matters little. However, only your deeds can speak for you now. You wish to know more of Abessos, I take it. Although I no longer have control over many of its functions, I can yet sense what creations lie within. The chief keywords reach as far indeed. Well then, what do we have to look forward to? I sense no creations of note. Perhaps they have been made into fodder for experimentation, or perhaps they have been transferred to the deeper circles. Yet Hephaestus would never allow you safe passage. He has left a trial for you to overcome. I speak of hegemone, keyword of Abessos. Although her presence is stained with marks of corruption, it is unmistakable. I knew her as a woman gifted in magic and blessed with a highly logical mind. While I can sense those qualities within her still, there is something else at work. If I had to hazard a guess, I would say that's because she's already been twisted into a Hemetheos, doubtless against her will. Ysera, Themis, we must rescue her from that cruel fate, and if we cannot, we can at least seal her away until we find a means to undo the damage. Hold on a second. I'll have to wait until after this. Your allies make you bold, Eric. I very much look forward to seeing how far they carry you. The sixth circle. All right. I'm going to do thing. No. I think what I'm just going to Okay. Let's go to read. That back. Okay. We're gonna go back to Razahan. What was Popman? Alright, where's the person I need to give this stuff to? I mean, in the meantime, we can do for the sixth circle. Yes! Oh my goodness. Nice. Am I out of... Oh no! Wait, what? What? Did I fuck up? This one. I got the... Well, it looks like I'm going to be doing this a lot anyway, so I guess it's not really that big of a deal. But I guess I'll save it for another class or something. I don't know. Ah, we're so close. Okay. What do we need to upgrade here? I mean, but it's just 610, I think. Hold on, let me see. Okay. I think this is where I'm going to start getting the books and stuff. Okay, so let's see what we have. But I think most of my, okay, that's 610, so that's not going to do anything. So okay, so I'm assuming the Savage raids are like the stuff that's not unsung. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Okay. So I need to figure out what to change here. Luckily we have plenty of tomes, so I mean, where do we get these from? Ultralight Tomestone? Seven unsung blades of Abyssos? Okay. Oh shit. Hey girl. Alright, okay. That was a good peep. Good thing it happened to somebody else first. How long is she gonna do this for? Wait, how did you die? I just picked you up. Oh dear. Fuck. Okay, what the? I got thrown off. Fuck. I should have just stayed with the black mage. I was following the dancer most of the time, so I'm gonna give it to the dancer. I didn't do too bad there. You know, for my first time. I didn't do too bad. I just fucked up one thing. I'm just trying to see. Somebody said something to me. Damn, they must... I think this is an insult. They must get... They must get shit on a lot for dying. Jesus, I didn't need all that. I don't really think twice about, like, rezzing people. It happens. We've won. The keyword is sealed away and alive this time. La Habrea can't deny us now. Us? Eric seems eager to dispel La Habrea's doubts. Our plan was a success, although I hardly need to tell you that. Hegemone has been sealed away, and now you have no choice but to admit the merit in our method. You have the right of it. I am not so petty as to deny the achievements of those I squabbled with, no matter how strongly we disagree. Yeah, I think so. I don't really remember. Moreover, this being, Aether is thin as retreating mist, unable to wield creation magics, yet powerful enough to subdue a Hemetheos, has made this ordeal far more interesting. Then we have leave to continue. As for that, there is only one among you whose very presence puts the others at risk. 'Twould be best to proceed without him, for failure would have consequences that reach far beyond pandemonium. I mean, Eric is the weak link, but like Elidibus and Eric need each other, though. And of whom do you, or maybe he's talking about himself. And of whom do you speak? A warder who cannot even conduct his duty without aid. In this place, hope alone is not enough to overcome what awaits you. A single misstep will send all to their doom. Oh, I guess he is talking about him. So as long as we do our part and look to the allies by our side, even a neophyte can appraise his companions. That's something that Ysera and Themis taught me. While I do not wish to express any bias, I am inclined to agree. If my investigation has made anything clear, it is that we are together greater than the sum of our parts. And hope has brought us this far. It drives us to seek the right path and to act before that path lies close to us. Then tell me, what is it you hope for? To see Hephaestus in chains, that's the surest way to prevent further sacrifices. I'm aware that destroying Pandemonium would rid us of him, but the cost is far too great. And I admit, I wish to know how he means to resurrect Athena. And there we have it. You must leave this place at once, and do not think to set foot in Pandemonium again. You're capable, that much is plain, yet Hephaestus cannot be suffered to live, and I shall not allow his talk of resurrection to poison mine or anyone else's mind. Life flows in a cycle, this is known. All souls return to the underworld, and Athena's is no exception. She has likely found a new vessel, and a new journey to embark upon. You cannot be ignorant to the folly of Hephaestus' words. Even were he to breathe life into a body, the soul contained within would not be your mother's. What if our knowledge is imperfect? What if Hephaestus has discovered something that no one else has? He knows all that you do, understands the bitter reality of the world. He wouldn't pursue the impossible. Think, Eric. I've already explained that he is merely my twisted reflection. Is it worth bringing back your mother if it means others are used and discarded like tools? Is it worth it to see her once more? Now you measure the worth of your colleagues' lives? What was that foolish braying about saving them? Merely a performance to hide your childish devotion to your mother? Please, such barbs will get us nowhere. We should first discuss... Ooh, we about to... Excuse me. You would call me me fool? You who murdered your wife in service of your ambition? For the sake of the star, no doubt. Ugh, I can hear it again. The voice inside my head. I know who to follow. Hephaestus. Father. Mother. Oh, I love you so, and this voice will guide me to you. No, listen not, Eric. Oh, is that his mama? That's what, oh, that is his mom, and then she's like, save him. Apologies. You taught me that a calm heart stays the course, but I could never even grasp the rudder. Oh, now he's another boss. We gotta fight him again. Damn. Hephaestus is cunning despite his warped mind. Whatever took hold of Eric, it made short work of his reason. From the moment he laid eyes upon me, I could sense his hatred and rage simmering below the surface. It was but a matter of time until it spilled forth, and that was when he fell into the spell's embrace. A magic woven with such skill that Eric himself failed to notice until it was too late. If this is the measure of Hephaestus' power, then the other keywords had little chance to resist it. We saw his work during our encounter with Hesperos. Doubtless, Hephaestus' magic fed his admiration and envy until there was room for naught else in his heart. And there was something else besides. Did you not feel the presence of another? As I thought, someone was trying to warn Eric, but whom? Could it have been one of the keywords? Alas, their warning arrived too late. I'd already provoked Eric past the point of no return. I bear the burden for this failure. In my stubbornness, I could but scorn the boy, and Hephaestus knew that. And now I dread to think of the ordeal that awaits him due to my rashness. There is time yet to save him. We can easily regain control of Abyssos, giving us a firm foothold from which to brave Pandemonium's lowest level. The enemy is within reach. Just as with Hesperos, Eric is in danger of being consumed by Hephaestus' spell. However, I have faith that he will not easily lose sight of himself. The way forward is clear, La Habrea. Pray tell us all you know of what we shall find in Abyssos. I can only assume one more keyword lies in wait. The deepest level of Pandemonium is called Terrataros, and your passage shall be challenged not only by a keyword. Abyssos has laid traps in every corner of its halls. You have no hope of surviving past the threshold. That, I expect, is where Ysera will shine. True. Her desolate aether shall allow her to slip through the traps unimpeded. We saw it when Hephaestus had no effect, and doubtless even he has yet to devise a countermeasure. Then time is of the essence. Hephaestus is already well aware that you can match a keyword in battle. He will not stand idle while you stroll past his other defenses at your leisure. Agreed. However, clarity will be indispensable to our success, and I'm afraid I must insist upon it ere we depart. We have yet to discern to what end Hephaestus would use Eric. If you know, I would ask that you enlighten us. And then there is the matter of Athena. Why do you so fiercely rebuke Eric's feelings for his mother? While I understand the very thought of resurrecting the dead is an anathema, you act as if grief over her passing should be equally so. How are we to grapple with what plagues our friend and drives our foe if you refuse to acknowledge it? Because he had something to do with it? I do acknowledge it. I wish only to spare those that feel it still greater pain. Do you mean to protect Eric with your silence? So instead of being honest, you bicker like a child, and so you drove your son over the edge. How dare you? I mean, that's what you did? No, you're right. The blame for Eric's fate rests squarely on my shoulders. Very well. I shall lay bare the truth, but only after the foe before us has been laid low. The remaining keyword is Agdistis. She has served in Pandemonium since its inception, and her affinity for magic is peerless even among the keywords. Hephaestus knows that losing her would mean the end of his experiments. He has hidden her in a space unreachable by conventional means. But your presence makes mockery of such barriers. The scarcity of your aether means it will be trivial to send you directly to Agdistis. It's like if we gotta, I mean, I guess because we're capturing them at the end. Because I'm like, it's pretty much obvious that none of the people that Eric wants to save are like the same people he saw. Like, I say just blow it up. Fuck it. We shall approach all as closely as caution will allow. We know where the battle will commence, so I do not anticipate difficulty detecting your presence. From afar, I shall do my best to provide you with ground on which to fight and phantom allies to aid you. As for the interment, I have yet to think of a foolproof method. Interment shall not be necessary. From here I can sense her essence, but is scarcely recognizable. Hephaestus was more ambitious with her than he was with Hegmone. She has been transfigured such that barely a scantling that barely a scantling of herself remains. We could but take comfort in what a mercy the underworld will be to her. Do it. Kill her. Let's go back to Rosahan. Okay, my helmet's already 10. Oh, hang on. Oh, that looks cool. Okay, so I'm just gonna stack these because all this stuff looks really cool. Oh, I see. Ultralight tungsten. Okay, so this is where I get it from. 610. Num 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 num. 620. Yeah, I don't know what to do because my lowest stuff is 610. My ring is 610, so it's like I don't know. How much? I was gonna save that for. I just want to see what it looks like, please. Oh, it looks okay. I was gonna save it for like this. Can I get a... I would like... Is there... I want to get another book. Can I get another book from here? I think it's just... Yeah, it's just... It's just armor. All right. Wait, gear exchange? Oh yeah, I don't think I have any of this. I just want a new book. What do I need to get a new book? Well, let's see if we upgrade something else. What does a headpiece look like? Oh, that's cute. We'll do the headpiece. It's 620, right? Yeah, 620. All right, so come here. Ah, there we go. Perfect. All right, I still want to work on this, so we need 7th circle. Oh, I have to do this, that's right. Yeah, okay, well, no. Let's just take a break then. Withdraw. Trust. We need. It's a. Oh no, it's a trial, I think. I think it's a trial. Is it this? No, it's a raid. What? Can we... On the void cast dies. Okay, so... It's a trial, I think. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, ba-dum. Ugh. I might have to leave in a little bit. Can I not, like... Okay, so if I switch back to Scholar... Okay, I gotta... There has to be a way where I can make them all the same thing.
Expect no mercy. To destroy you, I shall bring my all to bear. Come, warriors from beyond the rift. If you would oppose our crusade, then come. But know that none shall deny us salvation. This place shall be your tomb. I will free us from the wheel.
Oh, come on.
Where my Rhine-kissed blades, I will suffer no obstacles.
I made it. Just barely. Barely.
No matter the foe, I will stay the course. Let lightning surge!
Are you fucking kidding me? I was like a literal second too late. Not even a second, it was like a millisecond. Ah.
Such is your power. Come forth, my servant of shadow. With abyssal dark and hero's blade, I bring my people liberation.
Oh, that's gotta be a transmog sword. That's nasty. Oh, an actual dragon.
You shall know true terror. Dragon, hear me and obey. Crush them. Bathe them in black flame. My meteors
Okay.
will extinguish your light.
Yeah, that's on me. That's on me. I knew I should have ran forward and it was gonna push me back.
A raging gale to rend you asunder. Look to the heavens for your doom. You
How did I get hit? What? I was standing on top of everybody else. How the fuck did I get hit?
come forth, my servant of shadow. Let lightning surge. A raging gale to rend you asunder. Be gone! Dragon, hear me and obey. Look to the heavens for your doom. Wear my rime-kissed blades. This place shall be your tomb. Crush them! Surrender unto me your all! My meteors will extinguish your light! Come forth, my servant of shadow!
That was rough.
Are you all right?
What's happening?
At last, the moment is at hand. You may have bested me, but not quickly enough. Too late will you look to the chasm. You've won the battle, but I win the war.
Stop this. I beg of thee, let her go.
Darkness made manifest once abided in the depths of this abyss, until one day it dispersed in a haze of ether. In the absence of the great flow, that ether has nowhere to return. And so it has coalesced, giving rise to a mighty voidsent. Now feast. Feast upon this dragon and its ardent longing for home with it.
No!
Man, this Golbez character is a real piece of shit.
From the convergence of ancient and newborn, an entity without equal shall emerge, one who shall tear down the barrier between worlds. Upon you, who shall deliver us from eternal damnation, I bestow the name of a hero of Eld. Zeromus, awaken!
No matter how powerful, a voidsent can be sealed in Memoria. Damn it. It's too strong. Our warding scales may not hold. Not against a void scent born of Zodiac's ether.
We must retreat. Everyone to me. Or ang kin. Tresk na in an.
We made it back safely at least. Damn. Yustola is relieved to be back in the source. In light of this development, that we escaped with our lives is an accomplishment unto itself. Would that we could have anticipated as Daya's yearning to return home could be manipulated in this fashion. Alas, we must now contend with a newborn Vortsent hellsbent on breaching the rift. And one with such prodigious strength, Zeramos is unlike anything I've ever seen. So named for an ancient hero, as Golbez said, though none can say if there is even a sliver of truth to the legends. Perhaps Golbez chose it in hopes that his champion will do which no one could in the Contra Memoria, save the world. But a true hero would not damn another world to save his own. And we're not about to let that happen, but regardless, we need to regroup. Loath I am to admit it, we are in no state to face a Voidsent of zero misses of might. Vitra, not least of all, on body and mind. For now, let us return to Razat-Han and take stock of the situation. Very well. Ysera, might I trouble you to head to Bestway's Burrow and apprise Urianger of the situation? The rest of us shall tend Vitra's runes before returning to Razat-Han. Pray join us there anon. Hi, Paw. I'm a little baby. Hi, Papa. Hey, sweetie. Hold on, I'm gonna feed my cat real quick. Ah, Ysera, that art have returned. I'm pleased to say it have been blessedly uneventful in your absence, but more importantly, what of your mission in the void? Heavens forfend that Ashdaya should be used to birth a dead void scent born of Zodiac's residual aether. Although we could have not predicted this outcome, this is one small mercy. There is one small mercy. The void scent containment seal. As we employed the self-same brands that once imprisoned Zodiac in its creation, the seal should serve to hinder Zeromus. Yet for how long none can say, for enemy strength is unknowable, whilst the barrier was erected in haste. Thou shalt rejoin our comrades anon to deliberate measures, yes? Then I shall remain here to maintain my vigil over the seal. Should we observe signs of an impeding incursion, rest assured I shall send word without delay. Go well, my friend. All right. We go here. Yes, Mr. Ysera, we've been expecting you. When the satrap and your comrades returned earlier, I couldn't help but notice that they were in low spirits. I hope it is nothing too serious. But forgive me, you must be eager to join them if you would follow me. Aww.
Do you remember Ciriato and Farfarello? The cowardly pair of voidsent that dwelled in my domain? Ciriato devoured Farfarello, and in so doing he inherited an all-consuming fear of Barbariccia. For as you know, when a voidsent is devoured, it doesn't simply cease to be. Its soul persists within the devourer. And when a voidsent dies, all the souls that harbored may break free to become individual entities once more. That is to say, by defeating Zeromus, we may yet save Ashdaya. And to make certain that we do, we must remind her of who she is. When the time comes, you must call to her. Call with all your being.
Thy words give me heart, Zero. Thou hast my gratitude.
Then it's settled. Our objective is to defeat Zeromus. While it is unsettling that a voidsent could be born of Zodiac's ether, its very nature may render it susceptible to the brands that once contained him. Did Urianger have aught to say? I see. If the seal may not hold for long, then haste is paramount.
Couldn't we just let it come to the source and strike it down here?
Doing so would consign Ajdaya's soul to the ethereal sea. Any attempt to ensure her survival demands that we deal with Zeromus in the 13th.
I could barely go near it. Never mind land a blow. So thick was the shroud of darkness. How do you propose we fight such a foe?
Simple. Against impenetrable darkness, we must wield resplendent light. And it just so happens, there is a world replete with light.
You know what I just noticed? This was very clever, and this is, one of the many reasons why I love this game. When each character is speaking, it sounds like they're in a large room, which they are in. So I just think that's like super cool. It's the little things,
The question of how we will harness that light, you may leave to me. With our recent discoveries and proven techniques, as well as the aid of comrades near and far, I have faith that we will find a way. But only if I begin my work at once. Rest up while you can, for there will be much to do when I return.
It wouldn't do to be idle while our esteemed sorceress labors tirelessly. I shall be training if you have need of me.
Wait. Allow me to join you. I must become stronger for what lies ahead.
Oh yeah, that'd be the best person to train with.
Fine by me. Come on then.
I shall not pass my time wallowing in despair. Using my vessel, I shall attend what preparations I may.
It's the first time nobody's told me what to do. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Asdaya is my sister, and long have I dreamed of saving her. But if I am to do so, I must be better than I have been. Blessed though I am to have you and yours as comrades, I cannot well ask you to lift me up every time doubt and despair creep into my heart. I won't falter again. This I swear. I will hold false. I will hold fast to my conviction, Ysera, and I pray that you will stand with me to the last. You know it. Meanwhile, on the moon of the 13th. Has he just been standing there the whole time?
Zeromus is risen, but not yet at full strength. It will take time before the fiend is able to breach the veil. But what is another moment on this long journey I have endured? It remains as fresh as if it were yesterday. Old friend, the memory of your passing and the pain.
So he's holding that's the helmet Golbez is wearing. So is Golbez, what's his name? Devante or something like that? Durante? Did he just take his armor?
As I promised you then, I promise you now. They shall sing of Golbez, the hero who shattered the wheel and brought salvation to the world.
Who's gonna be singing that everybody's dead? I'm not gonna lie though, I am kind of tired of the storyline of, oh, Mr. Villain, I'm gonna try to destroy the source to save my world or bring back my people or whatever. I'm kind of getting a little bit tired of that storyline. Varshan is glad for your arrival. Ah, I was about to call it for you. There has been developments concerning the Void Gate that I would discuss with everyone. Coincidentally, I am told Justola will be returning shortly. I dare to hope she has made some progress in devising a way to harness the first light. Come, let us await the others in my chambers. So why did I come out here? Hot outside, I want to be in the AC. My apologies for the delay. Think nothing of it. I pray that art come with good, glad tidings. With findings well worth many sleepless nights, I am pleased to report. You may leave it there, thank you. Eager though I am to hear the details, I must first share tidings of my own grave ones. Or grave ones. Urianger had sent word from the Void Gate and Mare Lamentorium. The situation is precarious. They continue to rely upon the brands to contain the forces which would otherwise flow freely into the source. Yet, though these measures were sufficient to imprison a fragile of Zodiac for eons, against our enemies' determined onslaught, they are degrading at an unsettling rate. The Loperites are sparing no effort to sustain the brands, but 'tis only a matter of time ere they fall. Unless we act soon, there shall be no stopping Golbez from realizing his ambition. That Zeromus should so test the seal even when not at full strength is every bit as terrible as we feared. We must needs vanquish it, to which end we require a means to pierce its dark shroud. So did you find it? A way to bring resplendent light to bear against our foe? As a matter of fact, I have. The theory was simple. We harness light from the first and channel it to the 13th. Such a feat would require us to manipulate vast amounts of energy, to say the least. As so, I consulted Sid and his fellows, who rose to the challenge and produced bespoke devices, aether transmitters. These marvelous contraptions can be placed at locations of our choosing to facilitate the flow of aether. In other words, we can use them to create ethereal currents. That such a thing should be possible. We shall first direct aether from Naboth Arang, where the flood of light was halted, into the Crystal Tower. We all know from personal experience that the wonders of it is capable, wonders which suit our needs perfectly. Oh yeah. I should mention that the structure in the Azim Steep, which the Allegans built to redirect ether, was also a source of inspiration. Damn. Once we have infused the Crystal Tower with sufficient aether, we shall send it into the rift. And the aether transmitters shall guide the energy unto the 13th, like so. In this way, we shall have a lance of light with which to pierce the shield of darkness. Or so I hope so. No tests were performed were close to the scale of what we ultimately seek to achieve. I cannot guarantee success. Good place to start. With such great minds on our side, how could we possibly fail? It would hardly be the first time we played it by ear. True enough, but that's not a point of pride for me personally. We just be out here guessing. Science and theory aside, we need to place one or more of these transmitters in the first, I take it? A task we must entrust to you. Rest assured I will provide you with what support I can. Oh, we get to go see the bunny home girl? I wish to go as well. Yeah, come on, Zero. This world that you brought back from the brink, I would see it with my own eyes. But how dost thou intend to make the journey? In a spirit vessel. That's how you and yours managed it, yes? Void Scent summoning also sees the soul separated from flesh. This separation I can do at will. The principles are similar enough. If you aren't averse to traveling with company, I should be glad to lend Zero my vessel. Of course she can come. She can come meet the Hummies from first, you know. Then it's settled. I shall finish preparing the transmitters and then help Zero transfer her soul. Jesus. Pray see to your own preparations and then let us reconvene at Megududa. Y'shtola will be along after she has seen to Zero's soul. Let us await her here. Excuse me. Apologies for the wait. Everything went smoothly. Zero's soul is now safely within the spirit vessel. I shall have the alchemist attend her body until she returns. The vessel I place in your care, along with the transmitters and a set of garments for Zero. I've also included instructions on how to operate the crystal tower, courtesy of Gra Hatia. While you're away, I'll join Urianger and the Loporits on the moon. They'll need help should the brands fail. A fine idea. For my part, I shall continue to coordinate our efforts while I recover from my wounds. Given the task at hand, I suggest you speak with Reen. Oh yeah! Oh, we get to... Yeah, I forgot about Reen. With her power over light, she is bound to be helpful in our efforts. But ere you do that or aught else, seek out Beck Lug. As the first foremost authority on soulcraft, they should be able to grant Zero a corporeal form. As I recall, the old Numo was rather fond of the Cabinet of Curiosity, so that should be your first stop. That's all from me. Go forth, warrior of darkness, and make your triumphant return to the first. Oh, wait. Where are we going? Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and take a port here. Up. Oh, it's probably like literally behind the door. Is that you, Sarah? What brings you back across the rift? Honestly, first you ask me to extract a soul from a vessel, and then you tell me you have designs to channel light to another reflection? Wicked white. Sarah, is there anything simple with you? I suppose some people can't help but find themselves at the center of world-changing events. Very well. If your home is in peril, then I shall do all in my power to aid you. While I tend to your companion, you should go speak with Reen. By all accounts, she practically lives at the Horatorium these days. I will look for you once I've finished. Hey, man. Hey, man. I was hoping they were going to let me jump down. Where the hell's the goddamn... Oh, wait. Oh, no, I can't. How the fuck do I get in there? Fuck. Alright. I think I'm going to end there for tonight. Thanks everyone for stopping by and hanging out. I really appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow. We're probably going to play more of 14. Have a great rest of your night. Bye-bye.